a legacy born from dreams and determination. Imagine creating a platform in your living room that changes how the world buys, sells, and trusts forever. Pierre Omidyar, a name synonymous with innovation and entrepreneurship, is best known as the founder of eBay, one of the most transformative online platforms in history. However, behind this monumental achievement lies a rich tapestry of cultural heritage, personal resilience, and visionary thinking that shaped his journey. From humble beginnings as a child of Iranian immigrants to becoming a billionaire philanthropist, Omidyar's journey is not just about success, it's about connection, trust, and humanity. How did a quiet computer programmer from Maryland create a global marketplace and then dedicate his wealth to solving some of the world's biggest problems? And what can we learn from his unique blend of innovation and generosity? Why should you care about Pierre Omidyar's life? Here are 3 compelling reasons. A. Relevance. Whether you're an entrepreneur or someone interested in social change, Omidyar's work shows how technology can transform lives, not just through commerce, but through trust and community building. B. Emotional connection. As an Iranian immigrant, Omidyar faced cultural challenges and stereotypes yet rose above them to become a beacon of hope for Iranians worldwide. His story proves that resilience and creativity transcend borders. C. Untold secrets. Did you know that before eBay became a multi-billion-dollar empire, it started as a simple website called Auction Web, a side project designed to help connect people selling quirky items like broken laser pointers? We'll uncover how this accidental invention reshaped the internet and why Omidyar gives away millions every year to causes he believes in. Stick around, because this isn't just a biography, it's a lesson in turning ideas into impact. Pierre Omidyar was born on June 21, 1967, in Paris, France, to Iranian parents. His father, Cyrus Omidyar, was a physician, and his mother, Ilahi Mirjalali, was a linguist and educator. When Pierre was 6 years old, the family moved to Maryland after his father began a medical residency at Johns Hopkins University. Growing up in suburban America, Pierre often felt caught between 2 worlds, the rich Persian heritage of his parents and the new culture of his adopted homeland. Despite these challenges, Pierre thrived academically. He showed an early interest in computers, spending hours tinkering with programming languages and dreaming up solutions to real-world problems. After graduating from high school, he attended Tufts University, where he earned a degree in computer science in 1988. It was during this time that Pierre began envisioning ways technology could bridge gaps between people, ideas that would later shape eBay. The birth of eBay. In 1995, while working as a software engineer in Silicon Valley, Pierre launched a small website called Auction Web from his home office. What began as a hobby quickly gained traction when users flocked to trade everything from collectibles to rare Pez dispensers. One notable early listing involved a broken laser pointer, which surprisingly sold despite its flaws. When Pierre contacted the buyer to confirm they understood the item was defective, the response came back, "I'm a collector of broken laser pointers." This anecdote perfectly encapsulates the spirit of eBay, a platform built on trust, curiosity, and human connection. By 1997, Auction Web had been renamed eBay, and the company was growing exponentially. Within 2 years, eBay went public, making Pierre a billionaire overnight. For many Iranians watching from afar, Pierre's rise symbolized the potential for diaspora communities to achieve greatness on the global stage. As eBay expanded, so did the complexities of running a global marketplace. Fraudulent sellers, counterfeit goods, and disputes over transactions tested the limits of the system Pierre had built on trust. Yet, instead of retreating, he doubled down on transparency, implementing user feedback systems and dispute resolution tools. These innovations helped solidify eBay's reputation as a safe space for commerce. However, scaling such a massive enterprise took its toll. In 2008, eBay faced criticism when it decided to move away from person-to-person auctions toward fixed-price listings, alienating some longtime users. Despite these controversies, Pierre remained committed to evolving the platform to meet modern demands. By the mid-2000s, Pierre stepped back from day-to-day operations at eBay, focusing instead on larger societal issues. He handed over leadership responsibilities, allowing him to pursue passions outside the corporate world. In 2004, Pierre and his wife, Pamela, founded the Omidyar Network, a groundbreaking initiative blending traditional philanthropy with impact investing. Unlike conventional charities, the Omidyar Network funds both nonprofits and for-profit ventures addressing systemic issues like education, economic empowerment, and governance reform. One of their boldest moves came in 2017 when Pierre invested nearly $500,000 in a basic income experiment in Kenya. The pilot program aimed to test whether providing unconditional cash payments could alleviate poverty and empower individuals to improve their circumstances. While critics questioned the feasibility of universal basic income, Pierre argued that experimentation was essential to finding sustainable solutions. For Iranians, Pierre's philanthropic efforts carry special significance. At a time when Iran faces economic sanctions and political instability, his emphasis on empowering underserved populations resonates deeply. Through initiatives like supporting independent media and promoting civic engagement, Pierre has demonstrated a commitment to fostering freedom and opportunity globally, including regions affected by conflict or oppression. Turning points. While eBay remains Pierre's most famous achievement, his post-eBay career reveals a man driven by purpose rather than profit. In addition to the Omidyar Network, he co-founded Democracy Fund, an organization dedicated to strengthening democratic institutions in the United States. Recognizing the fragility of democracy amid polarization and misinformation, Pierre poured resources into projects aimed at improving voter access, combating disinformation, and supporting ethical journalism. Another pivotal moment came in 2018 when Pierre donated $100 million to Tufts University, the largest gift in the institution's history, to establish the Omidyar Tufts Microfinance Fund. This fund supports microloans for entrepreneurs in developing countries, enabling them to start businesses and lift themselves out of poverty. Once again, Pierre's focus on grassroots empowerment reflects his belief in the transformative power of individual agency. Throughout his career, Pierre has emphasized the importance of trust, not just in business, but in society as a whole. Speaking about eBay's origins, he once remarked, "The magic of eBay is that it allows strangers to transact with confidence, even if they've never met before." That same principle guides his philanthropic endeavors, where he seeks to build systems that empower people to collaborate and thrive together. For Iranians, Pierre represents more than a tech pioneer. He embodies the values of perseverance, ingenuity, and compassion. Despite facing discrimination and prejudice as an immigrant, he refused to let adversity define him. Instead, he used his talents to create opportunities, not only for himself, but for countless others around the globe. Lessons from Pierre Omidyar's journey. So, what can we learn from Pierre Omidyar's extraordinary life? First, innovation often starts with curiosity. eBay wasn't born out of a grand vision. It emerged from a desire to connect people in meaningful ways. Sometimes, the simplest ideas have the greatest impact. Second, failure is part of progress. From navigating cultural identity as an immigrant to grappling with the challenges of scaling eBay, Pierre embraced setbacks as opportunities to grow. His willingness to adapt and evolve has been key to his enduring success. Finally, generosity amplifies greatness. By dedicating his wealth to tackling pressing global issues, Pierre reminds us that true fulfillment comes from giving back. His investments in areas like basic income, democracy, and microfinance reflect a deep commitment to leaving the world better than he found it. Today, Pierre continues to inspire millions, not just as the founder of eBay, but as a champion of human potential. For Iranians, he stands as a testament to the limitless possibilities of hard work, creativity, and heart. What will your legacy be? How will you use your gifts to make a difference? If this story inspired you or challenged you, hit subscribe so you don't miss our next deep dive. Coming up next, the incredible rise of Elon Musk, from PayPal to SpaceX. How did one man transform electric cars and aim for Mars? You won't want to miss it. And if you enjoyed this episode, give it a thumbs up and share it with friends who need a dose of inspiration or innovation. Let's spark conversations together. Thanks for watching, and remember, every great idea starts with a single step.